Hey, perfect spirit. I hope you're doing well. So today I want to talk about that one thing that needs to happen before you can heal yourself. I would love to see what your comments on there. What's your guess on that one thing that needs to change for you to heal yourself? All right, well, I'm not just going to just tell you the answer. So let's jump back and realize where I was, where this one thing was not happening. So I don't know if you know my story or not, but briefly at age 6, I was run over by a van, then bipolar, multiple sclerosis, psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis, migraines, PTSD, general anxiety disorder. I had all this stuff. So I was a walking train wreck, basically. So I had all this medicine, cane, you name it, I had it. It was really a train wreck. Well, anyway, when I was dealing with multiple sclerosis and everything else, multiple sclerosis was the last diagnosis. So with MS, it hit me really, really hard. Like I couldn't really see properly. My balance was terrible. My whole body didn't function properly. So I watched a lot of TV, lots and lots of TV, because I really couldn't do too much. You know, if it was too hot, I couldn't go outside. I couldn't really read much because it would give me a migraine. So basically it was like watching TV. And when my eyes were bad, it was pretty much listening to TV, like baseball games or something to keep the boredom away, I guess you could say. So one of these days, so I would watch anything and everything on TV. I was in front of the TV most of the day if I wasn't working. Somehow I managed to work, but when I wasn't working, I was watching TV. So I would watch anything and everything on TV. And one of the things I used to watch was ghost hunting shows. But I didn't know if it was real or fake. It was just entertainment. It was something to watch that I didn't really understand nor believe. So I watched it. So anyway, I saw a tweet from a ghost hunter saying, hey, we're having a ghost hunt in Philadelphia at Fort Mifflin. I think it was actually like in August of 2010. I think that's when the ghost hunt was. Well, anyway, for me going on a trip was a big adventure, a big deal. And this Fort Mifflin was about an hour away. So I knew it was a late night event. I would have to get a room down there. So I got the room. I also knew I could only stay there in that event for about an hour, hour and a half. Because it was summertime, it was August, my body would shut down. So I'd wear a cooling pack. And it was good for about an hour, hour and a half. So there I was at the ghost hunt, you know, with my cooling pack on, my cane, doing my research. It's like, from what I've read, all the activity seems to be on the casemates. So let me go see if this is real or not. So when they announced the group was going to the casemates, I would go with them. I wouldn't go to these other areas because I wanted to go to the area most active. Because I only had an hour, hour and a half, very short time before the packs melted. So I heard like Chris Williams' group is going to the casemates. So there I go, off to the casemates. Let's go there. So I get myself there. It was kind of interesting with a cane and dark, but I managed to get myself into the casemates. Before they turned the lights off in the casemates, or maybe I'm not sure when they turned the lights off, but I found the bench and I just sat there on this bench. So for about the first, 15, 20 minutes, nothing really was happening. It was kind of quiet, nothing too exciting. Then someone put out a flashlight, one of those twist flashlights. So they put this flashlight out and they were asking questions. Turn this flashlight on and it would turn on, turn this flashlight off. So giving instructions to turn the flashlight on and off. I thought that was really interesting that this was going on and off by command. But who knows, it's not my flashlight. So I put out my flashlight and it did the same thing. I thought, wow, that was really curious. Then I can't explain it, but it felt like somebody sat next to me that I could not see. So that was an odd experience. Then a little while later, sitting there, I just felt this overwhelming sense of dread that, it's just a really odd feeling. So it was a weird event at the casemate. So about an hour, I think we were done that area, so we left. Then we went to the fields, and I took a photograph, but I didn't take a lot of photographs, so I couldn't tell if it was really just an artifact or something else. But one of the photographs Looked like they had a pair of legs in it, which I thought was odd. But I had no photo after that to see if it was real or not. But I was really curious, like, what did I experience? Okay, flashlight going on and off by itself. Somebody sitting next to me I couldn't see. This overwhelming sense of dread. So it just left me really curious. But I just didn't let it go because I was always curious by nature. So like all my ailments, all my medicine, I would read everything I could about that. Well, I started to read a book from a medium because I figured mediums talk to the dead. So let's read a book from a medium. All right, so let's see what they have to say. So one of the things they talked about was meditation. And I was like, aha, that's it. Meditation, because one of the benefits of meditation was inner peace. And I desperately needed inner peace. I was so stressed out, so overwhelmed that I needed that. So that's how I began my healing journey. So you could say that ghost hunting saved my life. Because through inner peace, all my ailments went away. I should be in a nursing home or dead by now. I had so many things going wrong with me. And my MS was progressing from relapsing remitting to secondary progressive. So what was that one thing that changed everything for me? Was that experience that I could not explain. I had to shift my reality of thinking like, I'm stuck with all these ailments. I have all these doctors, this medicine. This is my lot in life. But then I had this experience. Wait a second. There's something else here that the mind can't explain. So that's what we really need. That one thing that we need to change our life is having a direct experience that we cannot logically explain. You can read all these books you want, and maybe it will change your beliefs a little bit. But until you have that direct experience, it makes it concrete for you that you cannot explain this. Then you're like, aha, this is what I need, is to have that direct experience. So how do you have a direct experience? Maybe you don't want to go on a ghost hunt. Maybe you want something else. So I would suggest maybe attending one of my dissolving sessions. They're free. I do them frequently. And you can see what happens. Maybe you can have that direct experience of these mystical experiences some people get. And maybe it'll really jolt you like, wait a second. I can't explain this. What happened during this event? I feel really different. What happened? What did I experience? And your mind won't be able to logic it out. It's like the definition of miracles. A miracle is something that defies the natural laws of science, of physics, that has no logical answer. So you can say that direct experience, that miracle, but you have to experience it, and it really makes an impact because it questions your reality. But that's the thing you also probably need as well, is curiosity to inquire, what did they experience? I'm sure the other 200-300 people at this ghost hunt thought that was an interesting experience, and they just left it at that. They didn't inquisite, like, what did I experience here? Or maybe to them it was like, oh, there are ghosts, and they just left it there. I just didn't leave it there. I read books. I read that one book about it very slowly, but that when I read about meditation, that medium talked about meditation and the benefit of being inner peace, I'm like, I need that. So life is always working in our favor with these various experiences. But are we aware enough, present enough to be curious, to explore that further? So if you went to a ghost hunt, you say, yes, there are ghosts. It doesn't change your life one bit. But if you say, wait a second, what is a ghost? Then it's like, oh, it's spirit without body. Spirit. Ghost or spirit. We are the same spirit, the same consciousness. That it's one. One is all. But the mind doesn't comprehend this, that it's all one consciousness, one life force, one energy, and all these different various expressions. So have you ever had that direct experience that forced you to question reality? Or was this something happened and you let it go? But I really urge you to go back, review that experience, because the spirit is always trying to wake you up to yourself. Like the purpose of being here is to know thyself, not this mental image of self, but this deeper knowing that I am spirit, I am soul, I am consciousness, that it's not a theory. So you can see lots of spiritual teachers, and they'll just keep giving you theories. They won't really have that direct experience, or they're still lost in the mind with these various concepts, these ideas, these beliefs. Because the mind tries to make sense of things. So maybe somebody believes in crystals, angels, whatever it may be. That's fine. It's part of the journey. But eventually, they all have to drop away. And ultimately, that makes you free from everything, because you know you're the limitless spirit. And there's no doubt of that. The seeking stops. All right, little off tangent. Hopefully that's good with you. Take good care of yourself. Hope you watch some more of my videos. Maybe attend a dissolving session and really have that direct experience. All right, bye for now.